If you look up at a clear night sky, space can seem like a huge, dark emptiness. So why is there no light in space, even though the sun and billions of stars are shining? First, space isn't actually lightless. Light is everywhere in space, traveling in straight lines from stars, galaxies, and glowing gas clouds. The reason space looks black is mostly about what your eyes, or a camera, are aimed at. Light only becomes visible to you when it enters your eyes. If you look directly at the sun or a bright star, you see it because photons from that object are hitting your retina. But if you look at the empty regions between stars, there may not be many photons coming from that direction, so your eyes receive very little light, and you perceive black. On Earth, the sky looks bright during the day because our atmosphere scatters sunlight in all directions. Air molecules act like tiny scatterers, spreading the sun's light across the whole sky, which is why the sky appears blue. In space, there's almost no air, no thick atmosphere to scatter light, so sunlight doesn't get spread around. It mainly stays in narrow beams, traveling until it hits something. Another reason space looks dark is that space is extremely empty. There are particles and dust, but not nearly enough to reflect or scatter much light toward you. Without lots of material to bounce light around, most directions remain visually dark. You might wonder, with so many stars, shouldn't the whole sky glow? This is related to a famous question called Olbers' paradox. The key idea is that the universe isn't infinitely old or infinitely filled with stars in a simple way. The universe has a finite age, so light from very distant regions hasn't had enough time to reach us, and the expansion of the universe stretches many photons into longer wavelengths, like infrared and microwaves, which your eyes can't see. So the takeaway is simple. There is light in space, but space looks black because there's no atmosphere to scatter it, there's little material to reflect it, and most light is coming from specific directions rather than filling the entire sky. That's why astronauts can be in bright sunlight while the background around them still looks pitch black. In summary, space isn't dark because light is missing, it's dark because light isn't being scattered into your